Girl, hey, welcome to the Self-Care Saturday Talk. On this week's episode, we are going to talk about regulating my nervous system, how that has changed my journey. I just wanted to say that I am feeling a little tired today. It's been a busy day. I did try to, record this video prior, but I just didn't really like the vibe of it and stuff. So we're going to re-record it and hope for the best this time. If you are new, welcome. If you are coming back, welcome back. I'm glad to have you. And if you are in a healing journey or you're looking to expand and grow, you are in the right spot. And I hope you find this helpful. Now, if you have been following me for some time now, you know I've been on a healing journey, and I have been feeling like I've been just stuck where I can't get past like this spot. And I didn't know what it was until I found out that basically you can't continue to grow and expand if your nervous system is constantly being, reverting back to the fight or flight. So as I have been in my unhealed version of myself for a long time, my nervous system got so used to being in that fight or flight, or even sometimes the survival mode, that's where it kind of feels comfortable being at. So now I'm looking to expand and grow, and my nervous system is like, whoa, what are you doing? And it doesn't feel safe. I had to go on a journey of basically doing daily practices to help regulate my nervous system to feel safe, so I can expand and grow on my journey. So here are some of the things that I did to help make my nervous system feel regulated and safe and good about our expansion journey, okay? So the first thing that I learned about was some breath work. So you can do different types of breath work. There's slow breath work, there's fast, and you can look on, I'm looking at some notes here on my computer, and you can look online on YouTube per se. That's where I found my videos, and find something that that you resonate with, right? Because what I resonate with and what you resonate with may not be the same thing. So you can just search in breath work for regulating nervous system, or breath work for healing, and you'll get a bunch of different things. Try that and see if you can find something that you like. And that will help. The deep breathing basically helps stimulate your vagus nerve. And that is, in your vagus nerve basically is what kind of triggers your system to know if it's in the fight or flight, your sympathetic nervous system, or the rest and digest, which is the parasympathetic, right? And that's where we want to stay. Is our nervous system wants to stay in the parasympathetic mode and not the sympathetic mode. Trying to do our best to do this breath work, and that will help regulate our nervous system. So I was doing it for a while, and then I decided that I wanted to try something different, right? Because what you start with may not be the same thing that you stick with forever, because doing a variety of things too also helps to keep the momentum and just the excitement with your journey, and so you're not like just doing the same thing and it's not getting like robotic like. So the next thing that you can also practice is somatic practices like stretching, shaking, or other movements. And I really enjoy this. Now, this one is basically, I'm not sure if you ever heard of this or not, because this was, I wasn't aware of this until I started my healing journey. And basically what I'm trying to get at is our system stores our trauma. So when we are going through things and we are traumatized or whatnot, our body stores that, and where we normally store that is mostly in our womb area. So even though that we may try to heal our minds, if we don't release it from our bodies, then we can't fully heal from it. So what I like to do is to do some of these exercises to release the trauma in the stored stress and stuff like that from our system. Gentle movements help discharge the trapped survival energy, because this will keep you in that survival mode, right? So the shaking is help, like shaking or bouncing, stretching, dancing, yoga, or even walking barefoot in the grass or in the sand can be helpful as well. Now, I love to dance, so I do the dancing a lot for my somatic movements. And then I also do, sometimes I do the yoga. But I also love to exercise. So I exercise frequently as well. But the exercise alone wasn't enough, because I've been exercising for years and it didn't really get that stored energy out until I started really focusing on doing these exercises. And I would do these exercises not so much in a public place, because sometimes when you are releasing this energy from your body, you can get emotional, you can get a little tremor from your body from releasing the trauma and the stress. Okay, so if you would like any more information on that, you can leave a comment and I'll be more than happy to answer any questions on that. Do this in front of people or anything like that. So do this the somatic practices in private, so you can concentrate and really focus on what you're doing and allow your body to also do what it needs to do to release the information. And then also the number 3 is safe connections. So you can co-regulate with a trusted friend, coach, but I just make sure that you trust that person, because if you tell somebody your business and then they break your trust, then that's really not going to help you regulate your nervous system, right? It's going to put you back into either the fight or flight or the survival mode. So you can, if you have a trusted person, you can do that, or you can pray to God as well. I like to pray to God because he doesn't tell my business to anybody besides maybe the angels, but that's okay because they're helping me too. So, you can talk with a trusted adults or God. The 4th one is cold exposures. Now, let's talk about this too, right? Because a lot of people, I don't think they're really including this in their messaging. So I just wanting to make sure that I do this part with mine, to make sure that you're not overdoing it and making your nervous system like really getting stuck in that fight or flight or survival mode even worse than what it is. So the cold exposure is really good, and that helps tone your vagus nerve as well, in that this part of the nerve helps build your nervous system resilience. So, your vagus nerve actually helps with a lot of different things within your body. So it has multiple functions. But I just wanted to let you know, though, with these showers, the cold shower or the cold bath or whatnot, if you have one that you like put outside or whatnot, like sometimes you see different things. But you don't want to get into that cold shower or that cold bath, however you're going to do it, and where you're like freezing cold, because guess what? your nervous system isn't going to feel safe. Your nervous system is going to feel worse because it's going to feel like it needs to go into survival mode because it's almost probably thinking it's going to get frostbitten or something like that, and you're shaking and it's making things worse. So what I recommend with this is to do like cold, and then just work yourself up to colder temperatures, and longer. You can start from 30 to 60 seconds, but I think the recommended time is between 2 and 3 minutes, to be honest, to really get like your full benefits out of it is 2 to 3 minutes. But start with the 30 to 60 seconds first, right? We always have to start somewhere and build from there. And then just make sure also when you're starting in that 30 to 60 seconds that you're not going so cold where you are like your teeth are chattering and you're just really cold and shaking, and it's not going to be beneficial for you. Do that. Don't make that mistake, okay? I do not like to do these in the winter because, it's already kind of cold, and going from a cold shower to like the colder air, in the house, like, oh, that's just terrible. So I do sometimes like to do it in the summertime, but in the winter, really not my fave. But hey, if you like it, you do what you feel comfortable with. And then the last thing is grounding and mindfulness practices, which is, mindful walking. You can do journaling work, and then also, you could even drink some tea and just be fully aware of what's going on, and just, take some deep breaths and try to regulate and kind of decompose yourself. So, those are some tips that you can do. And the bonus tip though with all of this is you have to be consistent, right? In order for your nervous system to feel regulated and safe for you to grow and expand on your journey, you are going to need to do this on a regular basis. And I mean, yes, I do it daily in the morning, and then I also sometimes need to do it during the day. So you have to have like kind of an awareness around it, and kind of pay attention to how your body feels. And when you're feeling like anxious, or you're feeling like resistance, or your body is just tightening up and you're just not feeling good, that is like your nervous system like not feeling good, right? Reverting back to that fight or flight or the survival mode, and you just want to help it feel safe and regulated again, so then it feels good when you on the expansion journey. So, do this little side note too. I think as long as you are on this expanding and growth journey, this work for your nervous system is going to be a regular practice, because you're going to have to continue making it feel safe as you get bigger and bigger and bigger, right? Because you're only making it as safe as you are going. So the further you go, the more self-concept work that you're going to need to do. And that is also, making sure that your nervous system is safe. Never, give up on it, because if you want to become your best self and expand and stuff like that on your journey, you're going to need to do this work. If you found this helpful, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment below and let me know how your healing journey is, or if you would like me to make a video of something that you maybe need a little extra help on. I'll be more than happy to help. So I love you. Happy healing, and take care. Bye.